How do you build a mindset that is allergic to negative comments from other people? Here's how, Ibrahim. By you realizing it's never what somebody says to you that makes you feel hurt. It's what you are saying to yourself. Once they stop talking, that's what's making you feel hurt. There is something we share on board LMA, which is E plus M equals O. E plus M equals O. E stands for event, M stands for meaning, and O stands for outcome. Making sense? Let me ask you, are you normally in control of the event or the meaning? Which one? The event or the meaning? Which one? Most of the time, how many agree? The meaning. Yes or no? The meaning. So what does that really mean? It means the way you are perceiving something is how you are making yourself really feel. Here's a quick metaphor. Let's say you don't have green hair and somebody comes up to you and says, you've got green hair. Are you offended? Are you offended? Are you screaming at me like, Tim, don't say that again? Probably not. How many of you felt nothing? Why? Why? Because the meaning you've given it is, I don't have green hair. I mean, what I'm saying, yes? Right? So you don't feel anything. That's the outcome. You don't feel anything, right? It's neutral. Let's say though, somebody comes up to you and says, oh, you are a horrible human being. How many of you, just be honest, perhaps had a little more of an emotional reaction to that compared to the first comment? Ask yourself why. Well, you'll say the first comment, Tim, I suppose I know I don't have green hair. Okay, so why did you react to somebody calling you a horrible human being? The truth is, it's because you had an insecurity within you long before somebody opened their mouth to offend you. Nobody has ever been offended by a comment that doesn't apply to them. True, true. It's the ugly truth. So it's never what somebody says to you that's making you feel hurt. It's what you're saying to yourself, the meaning, that's making you feel that way. So next time you are perceiving a comment as negative, ask yourself, what am I making this mean to me? And you realize it's the meaning, that thought, that's making you feel offended, not the comment itself. This is why an apprentice once approached his master and asked his master, how do I know when I've changed? And the master looks down and says, you know when you've changed, when you're no longer offended by those things. So it's all about you coming to that place of developing you, healing you, working on these insecurities. And eventually you'll notice these comments come your way and that's all it is. It's just a comment, right? Eventually you'll be able to even lean into it because it no longer impacts you. Remember, the size of the problem is never the problem. The size of you in relation to the problem, that's what you're labeling as a problem. So if you're a level 5 person and you come across a level 10 comment, negative, are you going to see that as a really negative comment? Yes or no? Negative situation. Yeah, you are. If you're level 5 and you come across level 10, you're going to think that's a huge problem. Yes or no? But let's say you work on developing, healing, and now you become a level 15 person in terms of emotional maturity, mental fortitude, and you come across that same level 10 problem. Would this be a big problem or a little problem? Which one? It'll be a cute problem. You'll be stroking it like a little baby kitten on YouTube. I mean, what I'm saying, in short, it's never the size of the problem. It's the size of you. That's what you're calling a problem. So the objective is to grow yourself to the extent these things no longer hurt you. And how many of you have had things in the past that used to hurt you that no longer do? How many of you notice this? In every single year, the chapters of your life, there are things you develop, you mature. Yes, to the extent these little things no longer hurt you. But there are new things today that is offending you. So that is pointing towards areas of improvement for you.